Cheering! Welcome everyone to today's calm, soothing pajama stream. The girls will be joining me at the end, if they have some time. So for now, it is just me and all of your beautiful, gorgeous eyeballs. So for now, let us see. And see, you shall perceive. How is everyone? How are my novelites? For those unaware, we have made a fanfiction tag because I too enjoy fanfictions. So if you wish to take up a pencil and stab yourself with it and then draw little Shiorine fanfiction with the blood, I'm not telling you to do it though. But if you do, well, that'd be pretty hardcore. But don't do that. Oh, speaking of which, okay, this is kind of like a little tangent, but let me shrink down. Have you guys? Okay, so when I was little, did you ever take a pencil and just like wiggle it, and someone's like, "Look, it bends." I believed in that crap. I was so surprised at how bendy it looks. I'm doing it right now, actually. I like doing it. It's so fun to do. And when I was younger, in addition to stupid bending pencils, I was one of those odd childs. I'm pretty sure the teachers did not like me, actually. I knew too much. So in first grade, my mother, she taught me the multiplication table by then. I don't remember how far into it. And she started teaching me cursive already. And I tried. She specifically told me to write cursive in first grade. I had to, and then the other kids would have to read it for some sort of show and tell. And they didn't know what the heck I was writing. It's like, what is this foreign language? And then the teacher would say, "Wow, you know, this is pretty impressive, Shiori. But the kids don't know what the heck is going on." But then, if I go to my mom and say, like, "Hey, the teacher didn't want this," she said, "I don't care." It was one of those things, like, you kind of had no choice in that matter. You still can't read cursive. To be fair, cursive is no longer as prominent. The most you do cursive with is probably signatures. For example, when you pay with a credit card and they say, like, "Give us your handwriting," then you slop something down, right? Although, you know, now that I think about it, why don't we just get, like, ink? Ink and the stamps. You forgot how to write non-cursive. Hey, that's pretty admirable, actually. I wish I could do cursive like the older people. Actually, maybe I'm the same age as them, actually. But, like, for example, Benjamin Franklin. Didn't he have the gigantic writing, thinking about it? Who's the one who wrote, like, the biggest out of all? Like, he has something to prove. Calligraphy, I actually considered learning, to be honest. Was it Hancock? Okay, it was Hancock. Oh, man, you know, I'm not surprised he wrote the biggest now that I think about it. With a name like that, that doesn't surprise me. You're right, using cursive, that's pretty good. I guess that means that you're still... I don't know, your school doesn't require you to write... Or actually, no, they type. I think by the time in freaking... probably what you humans call or consider as high school. By the time of high school, I don't remember having to write cursive. Oh, except for those school tests, like the national test. All of a sudden, you had to whip out your cursive and say, like, "Yeah, you gotta rewrite this in cursive." And I kinda had to bullshit my way through there. You had to learn cursive as a young man. That's pretty good. You learned it in grade school. I don't think we were taught in grade school. I had to learn it on my own. Oh, man. Speaking of, let's go ahead and start walking. We're gonna go to a certain ship. My home base is what I will call a ship. I will tell you the details later, but for now, I will take you to a room near it. So we're gonna go on a little camping trip, I suppose. So, right now it's moderately cold. Let me go ahead and get my jacket. Da, 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 da. Here you go. It's very chilly in here. So please adore this route I'm taking, because I'm taking you to a winter wonderland. I love snow, by the way. I absolutely adore snow, but I'm also very prone to headaches around it. Now, we're gonna go into books later, but let me talk about my childhood, because I am now into just remembering every single thing that happened. So from my childhood, my mother, she tried teaching me the multiplication table, right? At first grade. Okay, I was pretty dumb, to be honest. I just wanted to play with my dolls and my dead flies. But no, she made me do math, and I could not do anything else until I mastered at least like the 1s, the 2s, the 3s, and all that stuff. All that stuff. At least like one section a day. 2 times 2 is 4. Actually, give me math problems. Don't do 12 times 12. I know it's 144. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for math problems. Your mom did that too? I'm so sorry to hear that. This was easy. 60 times 25. Okay, that's a lot. 3 times 7, 21. 5 times 8, 40. I'm not... 2 times 2, 4. 13 times 3, I don't even... I think that's 169. 5 times 5, 25. 9 plus 10. Why did you do 9 plus 10? That's 19. 5 times 7, 35. 7 times 9. Oh, man, I kind of struggle with that. 7 times 9 is like 63, I think. But anyway... Gosh, you guys really love math. I'll let you calm down. So... No more math. Oh man, this doesn't show on here? Darn it, never mind. There's gonna be a countdown. Here, let me just wipe the math off the screen. Get out of here. Now, on top of the multiplication stuff that I really do not remember serving a use in first grade, my mother would make me read. She would make me read certain types of literature, in hopes that I would become, like, super smart and ahead of class. To be honest, I don't know how it helped. She made me read Moby Dick. Frankly, I don't remember crap about Moby Dick. I just know that the whale might not have been real all along. And then, what else? Robert... I think it was, like, Crusoe? Was it Robert Crusoe? Robert Crusoe. Now that was kind of sad, to be honest. I mean, oh, Robinson Crusoe. Robinson Crusoe. Yeah, that one was kind of interesting. I actually liked that. That was my mother's favorite book. And then there was Gulliver's Travels. Like, these are old literature stuff. Yeah, in first grade. I mean, it was kind of dumbed down. I think it was like the children's equivalent of things. No, I didn't even do Cat in the Hat. Now, I knew it was popular. And in fact, like, I think people like doing the green eggs and green ham, and I didn't really understand. I did try to Count of Monte Cristo. I did not get into it though. It was like interesting, but then there was a part where it's kind of like they just talk about the current timeline and the era of France, I believe. And then I kind of tuned out, to be honest. I only wanted to hear about my homie being in jail. And the fact that there's like all these people who hated him. It was kind of weird because they were almost not going to screw him over. They almost like were like, you know, this homie's alright. He's hype. I think I'm cool with him. He's so nice. And then one dude's like, screw that. I'm reporting you. I did watch the anime adaptation of The Count of Monte Cristo. I really liked it. Now, if I try to watch it again, I don't know how I would feel about it, simply because time, you know? I've not read Arsene Lupin, I believe, or Lupin, but I probably should. I wanted to do a Sherlock and Arsene crossover. The anime is really good for its time. I think so too. It's kind of like Paprika in a way. I don't know, from what I remember, it's kind of like out there, space. The not so final frontier, because there's way more beyond space. Yeah, there's an anime, super old, super obscure, and I think there was like incest. I think. I don't know. Was there? There was this dude who was like a total playboy. He seduced like this older woman. Paprika was interesting. I think it had it. You know what was weird about the Monte Cristo thing? The main character, if I remember his name correctly, it was like, was it Alfonso? Alfred? Something like that. He kissed a blue man. I don't know why. I really don't know why. Edmond Dante, was that the main character? I thought, was that the kid though? I thought Edmund was a blue man. It's been a really long time. Yeah, so the Count, I guess that must have been Edmund because he was falsely imprisoned. It should have been. But there's a kid who kissed him. It was completely like out of left field. Oh, Dante is the Count. Okay, and then I think someone else was the someone's kid. Albert, you are so smart. Good job. I didn't expect a kiss. You know, thanks for like falling apart. Christo's just like, ah, this world is mine, and then they literally just like did it. I don't remember why. It was such an interesting thing. Another anime I really liked. It's not like quite like the Count of Monte Cristo, but if you think about it, in terms of probably more depressing, Devilman Crybaby. First time I watched it, I cried. But I'm not gonna lie, like Rio's kind of cute. I mean, he destroyed the entire world for his boy, okay? Like, come on. I would not want to be him, though. I would hate to be him, because he could not control his inner self, if that makes sense. The ending is like, there's different variations of Devilman Crybaby from Devilman, from what I am aware of. Like, sometimes they're just cool bros. Nothing bad happens. They're about to fight someone. Give him a 1-2. And then next, I think they hate each other, and the next, like, someone dies. I've seen part of Parasite, but I actually just read the manga even before the before the anime came out. Man, the girl I liked died. I actually liked her. I did not like the childhood friend. I didn't like the childhood friend because she was like, are you really him? Like, yeah, he is! What makes you think he's not? Just because he had a personality change does not mean he's not what he once used to be. He's just kind of like depressed, man. Like, who could blame him? I really wish the girl who did, like, a put, I wish, like, there was a story to her, because why was she able to sense things? They never quite explained that. I've not read Berserk, but I did see, like, the I guess, infamous or famous ending / technically beginning. I am interested in watching it, to be honest. I would watch it. Was it Parasite? Aww. I did like the manga, though. I thought it was fascinating. Not so much fond of the childhood love interest, though. Griffith did nothing wrong. Oh, see, Yorik's at the base. He doesn't like being in the snow at times. It kinda makes him feel unwell. Now, I have my Audible here. I was thinking that we should start getting prepared for future book club stuff. We're gonna go over things that we could probably find easy. I don't want you guys to have to purchase anything. Maybe in the future, but for now, I think it should be fine. So let's see. I could completely just talk about Sherlock Holmes. And you would just sit there and be like, she's such a fan. Oh, it's okay. We'll go with public domain stuff. We can probably find stuff on YouTube too, because there are apps on the phone as well that do audiobooks for free. For example, like Dracula or Nosferatu, which is a cool movie. It was kind of weird, to be honest. Yeah, I'll go look through some public domain stuff. Also, in the future, I'd like to watch public domain movies with you guys, if possible. If possible. I want to watch, let's see. What was the one that was like, feed me, Seymour, feed me? The House of Horrors? Pet Shop of Horrors. I'm pretty sure that could have been public domain, but we'd have to see. Little Shop of Horrors. Good job, Emont. I think that's how you say your name. Yeah, that's actually a public domain movie for the old version. The reason for that is simply because they didn't think the thing would go well. Because it's like, it's a plant that eats stuff. It's pretty good though. I thought it was funny. I liked it. So if that's possible, that is something on the table. In addition, Rebecca is actually free. There's 2 Rebeccas. One like black and white movie, and then the second one is like, I think it's a more revamped version, but I never caught wind of the second one. Is there a movie of Mice and Men? Oh man, but Lenny. Oh Lenny. How about Nosferatu 2? I would watch it. I'd be up for it. I've also seen who's a comedian, slapstick comedy, Buster Keaton. I think he had the General. That one is a silent movie. I'm not entirely sure if you guys would be interested in that. But I was thinking like I could probably do like some studies on this first and then tell you like, oh yeah, here's some behind the scenes stuff. But you're gonna get pissed off because you're trying to watch a movie and I'm talking on top of it. Oh, My Son Man is a good thing. I likes it. The camera's a good... Oh man, Buster Keaton is literally amazing. He does his own stunts, and for that time, Hollywood was crazy thinking about it. There was not a lot of safety procedures. I mean, to be fair, like in the Victorian era, people essentially put mercury on their heads and their faces, and then Hollywood's like, yeah, that's fine, go ahead and do it. But it's wild because there was an actual train that they used, and they did actually like ruin the crap out of that. And he did all of these stunts. He would go in front of the train while it's moving. There was like the cannonballs. There's also this one thing he did where, imagine a gigantic, I guess like a wall. And there's like a window on top of the wall, right? Well, that wall falls down and he has to be perfectly in position at this one shot for it to not destroy him, essentially. He had a falling wall. Oh man, I should totally do a research thing for this. Oh, Sherlock! I saw Sherlock! There's so much Sherlock I can talk about, but let me write this down really quick. For my ideas brainstorm, movie, public domain, research, trivia. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Buster Keaton was really cool. On top of that, I actually really like the black and white movies for Sherlock Holmes. There's this platform called Tubesy. Yeah, Tubesy. You could like view things for free. So, can I look now? I'm gonna look now. I'm gonna tell you like all my I watch a majority of it. Tubesy. I don't know, like search movies. There's something about it that I just really like compared to the new things. So I know there's like BBC Homes. Oh, I did watch a bit of Moriarty the Patriot, but I didn't get too into it. So I think it was BBC, right? Like the... what's it? Benedict Cumberbatch? Okay, Sherlock Holmes on here. Oh! Alright. Oh, there's Sherlock Holmes. I'm trying not to sing it in the 22nd century. It's cool. It's neat. I think a few cases are actually based on the book. But they're futurized, because there's like Android, and Lestrade's a woman. And I don't know if you guys knew, but Lestrade used to freaking hate Holmes until like a certain thing. Yeah, so there's a series for Sherlock Holmes nowadays. I think like... It was the BBC, was it? The Benedict version? I don't know, man. I tried watching it. I couldn't get into it. The moment they showed Irene Adler, and then she just like... She shows up, gets near Holmes, and Holmes has the power of deduction, right? The moment he sees you, he immediately knows a lot about you, based on simply his educational theories, I suppose. And then the Irene Adler episode completely destroyed her as a character. Like, immediately, everyone, Hollywood loves shipping Irene Adler and Sherlock Holmes. And I'll go into that for a bit, but right now, I was so pissed that they showed her as like a dominatrix, naked woman, just saying, yeah, the password to the safe are my measurements, Holmes. Like, Irene was not meant to be like that. So, the original Irene Adler She was just like a nice, simple girl. She actually dated I think the King of Bohemia. Yeah, I think it was the Bohemian case, which was probably right close to the first book. She dated the king, and the king's kind of like, I need my pictures back, or some crap like that. Like, I don't trust this woman. And the woman, a case of Bohemia. Good job. And he hires Holmes, and he goes and meets. He kind of like stalks her in a way, like, you know, trying to get information, find out where she lives, what she is like. And during this, she was actually trying to secretly get married because I think she knew that the king did not trust her. And Holmes actually had to officiate their wedding. He was a witness. He was dressed as an old man, right? And he was like stalking her, and he ends up at her wedding ceremony. And the priest is like, "You guys need a witness. Who's gonna be a witness to this secret wedding?" And Holmes was just there, and she's like, "Oh, mister, please, won't you come and look at our wedding?" And it was kind of like funny for Holmes. And then from there, he ends up at her house. I think he was also dressed as like another old man. He was like, I'm tired. I was about to faint in your house." And she was like, "Okay, sir, you may. And this is the part that is kind of neat. So, okay, let me ask you this. How do you find someone's most prized possession when you're visiting their house? Like, what is the best way? What thing would cause them to immediately look for it? Oh, someone mentioned. I won't say it just yet. I want to see what the others say. Oh, I heard of a study in Emerald, but I actually just prefer, like, male protagonists, and I pretend to be their assistant. Yes. Oh, hey, you guys are so fantastic. Yeah, not a murder attempt, no, but good call. I think they would be trying to save their life instead of the item. Yes, so Holmes pretended to start a fire. He lit up like a bunch of smoke, right? Just put like a cigar, put it in a cabinet, like everyone's like, fire, and he watched Iron Adler go to her secret spot. But he was still undercover. He did not take the things that she thought were important. And then, as he was preparing to leave, he's like, "Oh, well, thank you for the thing, Miss Iron Adler. It looks like there's no fire at all." Iron was like, suspicious, like, I don't trust you. So, this is the cool part. So, Holmes gets a cab driver, taking him home, and he's like, "Well, job well done." He doesn't say it, but the cab driver's like, "Indeed, Mr. Holmes." And he didn't suspect anything yet. He didn't. Yeah, she was smart. She technically outclassed him. And then the next day, she already left. She went with her husband. She even left the item what should be considered important. It was a photograph of her, I think, and maybe the Bohemian King. I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember what he thought was important, to be honest. And then Holmes is like, "This is the quote, the woman." It doesn't necessarily mean it's romantic. But he keeps like a memento because she's like, very few people have ever outwitted him. I think in total it might have been 4. Iron Adler being one of them. Another one who was related to the case of, I think, the 3 pips. Because they ended up eliminating his client within like the day of meeting him. So he was kind of upset about that, but that one was more of a karmic justice. And then the third one is not exactly explained. I think what would be the third and fourth one? I don't quite remember unless you count the Valley of Fear. Arsene Lupin, I don't think he was like canonical unless there's like a crossover at some point. James Moriarty did not technically outsmart him though. I mean, I guess he could have. James Moriarty. Oh man, that was such a cool thing. So, for those who don't know... Oh, was it the 5 orange pips? I think you might be right. If I don't remember correctly, but it was the case where this guy has a box of knowledge from his father. And someone wanted the knowledge. There were secrets in there they wanted. But he didn't know, like, what was so important. He was supposed to leave the thing on a sundial. But he was eliminated on his way from coming home from meeting Mr. Holmes. So, Moriarty was mentioned. He was implied in The Valley of Fear, long novel. It was pretty interesting, to be honest, but I prefer Hound of the Baskervilles a lot better. So, they mention him there. At like the very end is something about like a mathematician who's super smart. And then he had his own case. I think it was like the final something? The final problem, probably. Hound of the Baskervilles is pretty good. I like it. Oh, was Moriarty the one who actually destroyed the guy? I didn't realize that. I didn't put 2 and 2. Or maybe I forgot. Now, if you guys ever want to get started with reading Holmes, let me look. There's a lot of cases. I'll probably reread it. Okay, I'll be honest. Go for the short stories. Study in Scarlet, like I think it's fine at first, but there's a certain pattern of Conan Doyle's writing. So it starts off like client shows up. Please help me, Holmes, you wonderful, deductive man. Please help. And then there's like a whole flashback essentially. Probably lasting for me, I listened to the audiobooks like an hour. And then it moves on to like, okay, gotta do my deductive stuff, and Watson's just there like, I don't know what's happening, bro. I just want me a female. Which he gets in the second book, by the way. And then the ending is like when Holmes captures the suspect of whatever was happening. There's a whole flashback scene too. And that's why I had kind of like some trouble getting into it at first. So that's why I recommend the short stories. But the flashback takes at least maybe like, based on my Audible experience, maybe like half the book or a third of the book. Yeah. Studying Scarlet was weird. I didn't expect to get like a freaking flashback on like why this guy decided to eliminate this dude. He didn't. Am I allowed to spoil things? I'm gonna ask. I don't want to take too much from you guys. Here, I'll do a poll. Can I spoil Study in Scarlet? Yes or no? I personally do not. Oh. I accidentally added one more. Let's not do that. How do I delete this? There you go. Can I spoil Study in Scarlet, please? Yeah, I didn't expect a whole freaking flashback on a character I did not care about. I just wanted my freaking Holmes and my Watson because I would play as a character of Watson depending on the archival duties. It's like, come on, I don't give a crap. I mean, it was interesting though. It was pretty wild. I didn't expect that. In fact, I think Conan Doyle got like a lot of he got a lot of smack for it, I believe. They were like, you did not represent things right. And then Conan Doyle was like, oh yeah, sorry my man. So, all you need to know about Study in Scarlet, that's when Watson and Holmes meet. Watson's just like back from, I think, some, I'm not gonna mention the location just to be safe, but like, he just comes back from some sort of war, right? And, oh, a spoil label screen? Okay, I'll do that. Right now you're fine. You're fine. If I show fire, that is not fine. So, Sign of the Four, what was even the reasoning? I was kind of forgetful thinking about it. Except the fact that Watson gets married. He gets hitched, and you know what happens? His wife never gets mentioned very much ever again. She technically, according to people, she goes kaput. Into the ground she goes. Into the feathers of the worms. Yeah, the second book, Sign of the Four. All you need to know, Watson gets married. First book, Studying Scarlet. Watson meets up with Holmes, and Holmes just like drives him crazy. And then the third one, I think, was Hound of the Baskervilles. That's my favorite. I don't know if I've seen A Great Mouse Detective. I think I might have. Yeah, Watson gets married to Mary Morstan, was it? He gets married. Unfortunately, she gets like whew, you know, like, I'm not entirely sure why. Yeah, it's pretty sad. And he never has children or anything, and they don't mention much, but like, for a time, when he leaves Holmes is like, well, good freaking job for you. He's not particularly happy. He might have been like a little salty, not gonna lie. And then Watson is like just with Mary in some house elsewhere. Yeah, I guess he didn't know what to do with her. The BGM is playing. Oh, actually, I guess is it playing? Yeah, it's playing. I see it. I just kept it calm, but I did have another BGM for you, if you wish. The Lupin books? See, I would have to look into it. If it's on Audible, I'll get it. Alright, tell me if this music is good. It is. I think it is playing, right? Oh, it's very quiet. Is this good or too loud? Oh man, I saw someone mention Robert Downey Jr. Okay, he's a fine actor. No issue with his acting. But the writing for... do I have a BGM playlist? No, this is from a website with songs that you gotta subscribe for. When Robert Downey Jr. Fine acting, no issue. But him playing as Sherlock, the way they destroyed Sherlock's character. They also made, guess who? Irene Adler a love interest. And guess what? Sherlock falls for her dommy mommy actions. Like, come on. I think she like tries to seduce him and then she handcuffs him, right? I just did not understand why they bothered doing that. Like, Hollywood does not always need to include a love interest. Oh, okay. I could spoil Study in Scarlet. Okay. Let's see. What do I need to spoil? Okay. I'm gonna have fire on the screen. As long as the fire is on the screen, then that means that there's spoilers, okay? Okay. I'll give you like 10 seconds. So for Study in Scarlet, like this dude just wanted revenge because his girlfriend in the wild west, in the cowboy land, essentially. At least that's what it seemed like. She asked to get like an arranged marriage. I don't remember why, to be honest. There was just some sort of marriage thing going on, and he tried to save her. And then I think people could have been like wiped out. Very, very hard to remember. And so that is the reason for this dude's revenge. However, I don't understand like why you needed to go into 5 chapters, a whole freaking act, just to tell me about a character I don't care. Now, Hound of the Baskervilles is great because they just summarize it. Like, yeah, this dude did this. Holmes was there. Come here, Watson. And then it's like, oh yeah, he did this crime because of this. Like, I did not need a flashback. I know of the magic treehouse anyway. That is enough fire. Yeah, I have fire. I can summon things. I'm essentially like a maid, and I can also use great swords. I did play the Sherlock Holmes games. I will replay it. I will. I have to admit, I like Crime and Punishment. Not a big fan of The Devil's Daughter. It's okay, but the issue is like, I like the fact that Crime and Punishment took some of the cases from the actual book. There's this one screwed up case where... Well, you might forget this, to be honest. I'll say it now. There's his daughter, right? She has a large inheritance. But until she's like out of her parents' place, they have control of said inheritance or something. And now, to keep her in the place, I believe the father acted out as someone else, and he technically like tried to give her hope by writing love letters and all that stuff. So she would remain patient, and she would wait for this man to come meet her or something along those lines. It was pretty screwed up. Yeah, and Holmes is like, I could see this handwriting, this paper style. It is similar to some item in her house. And I don't think he tells the girl that... He basically just says, forget him. Move on. But he doesn't reveal that it was actually her father tricking her, so she will stay in the house and the mother and him will continue having access to the inheritance. I did read H.P. Lovecraft. It's a little bit difficult to get into. Not because it's like bad or anything, it's just like the way of writing. So for H.P. Lovecraft, if you ever want to get into it, I remember I really liked the one about the colors from outer space or something. Let me look into it. Let's see, H.P. Lovecraft, the colors. The color out of space is pretty good. I remember really liking that. And there's this one where this dude was like in an isolated mountain section. I think he was supposed to visit a friend, but his friend became like, he knew too much and he became essentially an alien. And he was gonna remove his skin and he was offering this friend to join him or something. Yeah, the colors out of space took me by surprise. The Hardy Boys, I did see it. I've not yet gotten into it, but I would not be opposed to trying it. Was it the Mountain of Madness? Oh. Now, the other thing about Lovecraft is like, so he has a very specific writing style. And I listen to audiobooks. It's good to fall asleep to Lovecraft. It is very good because it's big fancy words, honestly. In such a slow burn. The color out of space, I think it took like an hour just to get to the freaking point. Like it's a 45-minute wait. See? I have a Nancy Drew game, but I haven't played it yet because it's like the old kind. The old kind. So if you ever have issues falling asleep, I could recommend Lovecraft, to be honest. Another one I liked was this was like I guess the sort of infamous one. It was the one with like there were rats in the walls. I think it was rats in the walls. It was infamous because like he made it. I don't know why he did this, but I'm not gonna go into it. But it's like a slow burn, and then there's like a whole under section of the house. Like they find too much, I think, or he could have been crazy all along. Yeah, it was the rats one. I really liked that. And there was the most famous one that most people know is probably The Alchemist, to be honest. I don't know about Knives Out. Stephen King, no, I have not read him. He's a little bit... I wouldn't be opposed, it's just that... I just prefer certain things, I suppose. Oh, for horror, I remember really liking Mr. Hands. I don't think it's a very common story. I even remember the author, actually. It kind of made me cry, and I just really liked it. It was by Gary A. Bronbeck. I stayed up at nights. Even though if there might have been school, and I really like Mr. Hands. It is a book, guys! Don't think of anything else. You hooligans. No, it just happens to have a similar name, okay? But Mr. Hands is about a doll. So there is a woman, without going into too many details. She becomes a single mother. She becomes a single mother. And look, I have talked about my favorite book so many times, and whenever I mention Mr. Hands, they look at me weird, okay? And I know better now. I understand some of your meme culture, okay? I get it. It's like I'm trying to talk about my book, and then the person goes like, yee-haw! Nay! So, Mr. Hands, single mother, she has a child. And this, something happens to the child. I don't exactly know the details, but they go missing. And they probably, into the ground they go. They become worm food. And the mother, she had such a rough childhood, right? She had a rough childhood, and she becomes a single mother. And then she finds someone that eventually, like, loves her. But then, like, when the child dies, it just kind of goes bad. Like, they couldn't keep up, I think. I think she got married and had a happy life for some time. And then she becomes obsessed with some sort of revenge. Like, anyone who hurts people they should not have. She was just, like, very obsessed with this. And this is where Mr. Hands come into play. I don't know how she got this doll. don't really remember, but he goes alive, and with her wishes, the doll actually seeks out people who have hurt, like their younger siblings, any innocent youth, essentially. Now, things become a little hectic. So, the news reported that I think what was essentially like they say like a teen has hurt this child, but they misreported the age. It was actually a young child who just happened to get access into what he should not have had access to. So lock your doors if you are the type to have certain weapons in the house. And he accidentally, quote, offed, quote, his sister. But she did not notice. She thought that this was a man who was cruel, who disliked his sister. The news misreported the age. And she had to stop the doll from trying to hurt this child. So, and then the ending, I don't exactly remember the ending, but I think it ends like alright. She might have sacrificed herself, to be honest. I don't know. But Mr. Hand is just like, he chills. He stops, and the kid probably like grows up happy or something. So I remember really liking that. I want to watch the Orient Express. But I think... Oh man, I watched Edward Scissorhand. I thought it was like interesting, but everything started going downhill way too fast. Like once things became like that because of miscommunication, I didn't like it. I also thought the love interest was kind of weak. If the person who took in Mr. Edward Scissorhands, if she was single, I think it would have worked better. Because she was just like such a nice old lady, right? And then the daughter was like, you're not my type. Oh, social pressure. Oh, you're nice. I guess you are my type. It's like, it's kind of weak. And she had the crappy boyfriend and all that stuff. I didn't like it. Frankenstein I actually never read. Surprisingly. Let's see. Murder on the Orient Express? That'd be fun. I would love to. Scissorhand is great. You like him. It was kind of interesting. It was made by Tim Burton, wasn't it? It definitely had the style of it. I also kind of like the endings, like, oh, she's an old lady now. But it was also kind of strange that the only reason there's snow in the area is because he's like scissoring away ice. It makes no sense. Oh, the yellow wall! I like the yellow wall. The yellow wall is pretty good. I like it. So the yellow wall is a psychological piece. And that one is about a woman. And she has like a nice husband. They're probably rich. And I think this was a time where women were not allowed certain hobbies. Such as writing, reading, things of the mind. They looked down upon. So she had nothing else to do. And I think she was just sort of depressed, to be honest. And, oh. Is there a bow bow? Oh, is there a redirect going on? If there is, welcome everyone. I'm sorry if I failed to notice, but bow bow! Thank you for the redirect. And if there was more, I do apologize, and I greet everyone. We are simply talking about books right now. So, bow bow! I hope you guys had a wonderful stream. Hello! Oh, there's my notification. I see now. You guys are so wonderful. Do I game? In the next week, there will be games, because I gotta prepare for educational stuff. A lot of preparation. So, for now, we were talking about the yellow wallpaper. It's about a woman who grows depressed in probably not quite Victorian times, but probably around it, to be honest. And she wants to leave the house, but the husband's like, no, there's something wrong with you. I think you need a rest. Stay here, my baby girl, or something. By the way, if you ever like write fanfictions of me, just know I actually don't like using. I don't like seeing the terms like baby. I'll teach you like words I do like though. So this woman, she's like, there's nothing else to do. There's no friends, no one talks to me, just maids. She goes crazy. She starts obsessing over the wallpaper, which is the yellow wallpaper, and she starts seeing things come out of it, like just like illusions. It just moves. It stalks her, it haunts her, and eventually she's like crawling on the floor. She's lost her mind, and the husband finally thinks like, oof, I guess there is something wrong with her. So yeah. Oh, the House of Leaves. I am aware of it, but I've not read it. It's a little bit confusing, isn't it? I know there's a Doom game, a Doom mod based on House of Leaves. Now, I don't quite understand the reasoning of it, but I think it's like you're in a dream and you see this house and all that stuff happens. So, that's all I'm aware of. But I thought it was like, you kind of have to really dig into it. The Flowers in the Attic, I don't think I've heard of that. I don't think I've heard of it. I'm aware of Metamorphosis. The Telltale Heart, I am aware of. There's even like an indie game of it. Merlin's Keep, nah. Edgar Allan Poe, I am aware of some, but I don't keep up with him. Like Naturally the Raven, like, oh, Forevermore, and My Lenore. Naturally, that's famous. Telltale Heart's like, there's a heart under these floorboards. Is it yours? And there was this one with like there's like a, what's it called? A masquerade? And people were like just going off. Oh yeah, Metamorphosis. I didn't want to say the wrong name just in case I messed up. I think it is Kafka, isn't it? Yeah, it's also in Tokyo Ghoul. So Kaneki-ken, how could you? But Kaneki-ken was super into Kafka, I think. It is Kafka? Okay, good. Metamorphosis is freaking sad. I don't remember the exact details, I just know the summary, but for those who don't know what it is, so there's this dude who magically turns into just like a cockroach one day. Before that, he was like the family breadwinner. He did a lot, he worked, he gave everyone money, and then he was just a cockroach and he couldn't do anything about it. At first, the family was like trying to help him out, and the sister was very nice, you know? But eventually, like, they got sick of him being a cockroach, and he just like gets forgotten, essentially. I don't remember if he goes kaput, to be honest. I feel like he could have, or like no one just cared. I don't know what the point of the story. Oh, hello, Homoko. Bow bow. He gets. Oh, did he get like spotted? Oh, he does. Okay, that makes sense. I think they even rented his room out. Yeah, it was pretty depressing. The stranger. I don't know if that sounds familiar to me. Oh, does anyone know? Okay, this is one book I really did not like. Did anyone read The Scarlet Letter? See, The Scarlet Letter was kind of interesting at the end of it for me, but before that, I couldn't really get into it. Albert Camus sounds familiar. Okay, you guys know The Scarlet Letter. I did not like The Scarlet Letter. It was just so... the language of it was a little bit odd for me at the time. And essentially, so there's a small community, and this is probably during something like the witch trials. And in this community, so... the witch trials isn't exactly important. It's just like, it's a very, like, judgmental community. And if you did something wrong, there's something wrong with you. Like, you get ostracized rather than burnt to a stake. And so, there's this woman, and she has a daughter. No one knows who the father is. And I believe to paint her as a sort of sinful type of woman, I think they have a letter red S on her, I believe. This is to sort of mark her. And if I am wrong, then please feel free to correct me. And what happens here is like, the daughter is kind of like, she's crazy. There's something odd about her. And no one can pinpoint like why she's like this. It's some sort of like a fog or a cloud over her. And then eventually like you learn like there's this priest there. He couldn't take it anymore. He like goes to the middle of the town and be like, I am the father. I banged this woman. She is a good woman. I should not have banged. And then I think he dies. I think he just like goes down. He just falls to the ground for some reason after confessing this. Like, it doesn't even explain why. And then after that, like, everyone's like, oh, okay. And then the daughter became normal. I didn't like The Scarlet Letter, not at the time. It didn't make sense to me. And then I remember I also had... Okay, this one's a hard to read book. Hold up. I was talking to my favorite pepperonis. My bad. I gotta take care of my dogs, you see. Give them a little head pat, a little smooch. So, what was I talking about? Okay, there's this book. So, the only thing I can remember is like there's a giant family. There's like 6 differing perceptions or perspectives. And what essentially happens, like, there's this man named Jewel. There's like a kid named Jewel. And he was, as the name implies, the jewel in the mom's eyes. But there was probably something wrong with him, I think. Or no, or there wasn't. And then there were other kids in there. And I don't really know why it was so important, but like they kept alternating perspectives every single freaking chapter that it was a little bit hard to tell because they all were not reliable narrators. Does anyone know that book? I refreshed. Chat always breaks. So different characters. They're like in a Wild West too. And I think one of the parents goes kaput. I'm going to assume the mother because everyone likes destroying them. Okay. And then the ending's like this guy who seemed like the most well off, like the nicest, most mature kid out of the group. He ends up like going to, like I guess an asylum or something. So, I don't know what about Dracula. I've read Dracula. I assume no one knows that book. The Unwind? No, I don't think so. As I Lay Dying? East of Eden, Flower in the Attic? Was it? Oh, is it As I Lay Dying? I'm gonna look. As I Lay Dying book. Oh, yeah! I feel like this could have been. Yeah. Her wish should be buried in the hometown. Oh, yeah, I remember Cash. Yeah, okay, there was a kid named Cash. Weird name, but I do like Cash. And let's see. Do we think so, like the youngest? Oh, they were carrying the freaking coffin all throughout the whole thing. Oh man. And then Jewel was the middle child, and it was a dysfunctional family. Cash breaks his leg. Holy crap. Did anyone else like goes kaput here besides the mother? Wow, you know, I kind of want to read that again. Wink. Let's see. Oh, another book I did not like. I didn't mind As I Lay Dying. That one I didn't mind. So a book I did not like was Heart of Darkness. I did not like Heart of Darkness. The whole point of Heart of Darkness is kind of like Lord of the Flies, but not as interesting for me. So for Heart of Darkness, it's about there's like I guess like a tour. Is that the word? There is a trip into the Amazon, the rainforest, all that good stuff. And the closer they are to society, right? The more civilized you are. And then the more they went into the rainforest, the Heart of Darkness, they start becoming more corrupt. Was it the Congo? I think it could have been. I just knew it was like some jungle section sort of thing. I don't remember the exact place, but I just remember like the more they drifted from society, the more like they started feeling kind of arrogant, bossy. I don't even remember how it ends. They probably reached the Heart of Darkness and the author's like, yeah, everyone here sucks. Oh, it's an allegory. Oh, really? Huh. Let's see, what's another book? Test of the D'Urbervilles. Anyone know that? I feel like that one's not too popular. Test of the War. I tried reading... Did I try reading Crime and Punishment? I feel like I did. Man, let's talk about, what did I just mention? Lord of the Flies is great. I like that book. But Piggy! Test of the D'Urbervilles. Oh, you read it in college. Okay. I am aware of Don Quixote, but I don't remember too much about it. I am aware of Tolstoy, but I did not read it. Count of Monte Cristo, I tried to get into it. Oh, I got into the Three Musketeers, actually. I did not get into the second book, though, the sequel. I didn't finish it. Let's see. Lord of Flies is kind of like... I liked it, though. Like, as a... It's kind of like... I guess it's kind of like Among Us. but you're actually going to suffer. Oh, Wuthering Heights I'm aware of. I tried reading it again. So I got pretty far. I hate Catherine, by the way. The first Catherine, I freaking hate her. And the later sections, I guess Catherine 2 is all I'll say. I stopped there. Like, nothing wrong. I just kind of ran out of time. I started moving on to things. I tried Treasure Island. I don't think I finished it, though. All I remember is, like, he ran out of his town, probably for defying something, and then it's like, there's an island here. He meets Pirate Dude. That's all I remember. Now, I have no mouth and I'm a scream. I'm aware that there's a game of it, but I've not read it. Treasure Island was okay. I should try it again. I'll go look in Audible for it. Robinson Crusoe, I've read. Yeah, I've read that. Conan the Barbarian? No, but I know Conan the Comedian. Someday I want to do like something heated. It's just an idea. It is just an idea, but I wanna go to your human world, cross over a little, head to Japan, and I would like to rent probably a Japanese family and maybe make a video of it. I doubt I can do it, but it is an interesting idea. I could have a father, a mother, and some siblings. And we will spend like at least 2 hours together, something. I will have a translator, rent a Japanese. Yeah, Kuomoko, you can translate. Yeah, you could be our pet doggies. So we can rent a family and then we'll vlog about it. You mean a homestay? No, I mean like actually rent a family for 2 hours. He did it. I don't think it was a homestay. Isn't it kind of like... It's not quite the same. Isn't it like compensated dating? Except like you're renting a family, so you're not dating them. Isn't that correct or is that wrong? Is it not? Or is it completely two different things? Is it not? I mean like... It is. Someone said yes. Yeah, but what? Why? Don't you just like... You technically just rent them. And you just like hang out, don't you? Anyway, that's just... I've read Gulliver's Travels. I don't remember too much. I just know that he gets like... He gets mobbed by a bunch of tiny people. That's all I remember. I did not read A Brave New World. Maybe someday. I did read 20 Leagues Under the Sea. That one was kind of It was interesting at first, but then kind of like... A little bit snoozy, to be honest. But yeah, that is just an idea for me. Oh, that's right. Okay, I'm gonna make a community. I'm gonna do like a post later. And I'm gonna ask you guys... Actually, no, I can't do that because those are links. Darn it! Okay, I'm just gonna get someone to look into Reddit, look for awful recipes, and I'm just gonna make something. And I'll eat it myself. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea? Did I say it wrong? Anyway, that one was kind of interesting. I like... The first book is okay. It is okay. It was not my type, to be honest. And then the second one, there is actually a sequel, and they try to go about the captain's lore, essentially, and I think a lot of people complain about that. It's pretty short. Oh, really? Okay, then I can look into it. Well, where do people post like bad recipes? I'm getting this idea from like a YouTuber I have watched, and I believe his recipes are on Reddit, right? No, I did read Narnia. The first one, anyway. I don't remember too much, to be honest. I don't go on threads, though. I only go, like, maybe Reddit at most, because that's where I see people, like, just talk, essentially. Yeah, General Sam! General Sam, you got it. You got it? There was this one, I think it was, like, a Gatorade mixture of maybe, like, soup? Anyway, I think it'll be interesting to do that. I wanna do that. I'm gonna look into someone to do that. The Stormlight Archives? No, I've not. I have very classical taste, to be honest. Yeah, I've browsed on Reddit before because sometimes they solve like editing tricks for me. But I don't post there, so you're not gonna see anything. Oh, was it Nightbolt? Oh, Nightbolt Chicken will probably like make me sleepy. Let's see, have you guys read... This is probably, like, required reading as well. I remember liking it, though. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern. It was more of a spin-off. Anyone know that? I liked it. Hamlet's a dick, though. I did not like Hamlet. No, Ophelia. Ophelia? Yeah, I feel pretty bad for her. It was a fun one. Yeah, there's even a movie of it. Oh, you've not seen it? Okay, so Rosencrantz and Guildenstern is a character in Hamlet. And they're like, I think they were supposed to be his pals. Yeah, Rosencrantz and Guildenstern are dead. That's it. Shakespeare, I don't really blame you. Like, Juliet. Romeo and Juliet was just kind of meh. In fact, it was kind of like questionable, to be honest. But I think Hamlet was like the whole Oedipus complex. Actually, no, it was the other one. No, it is the Oedipus complex. No, it wasn't. Wait, no, that's Oedipus. I'm mixing all my stories up. Wait, no, I thought Hamlet kind of did have a bit of it, though. I think he did kind of have a bit of it, because, like, he could not stand his mother being interested in his new father. So yeah, I think he technically did have some of it. Man, Romeo and Juliet was just kind of stupid, to be honest. Reason being, like, you could just run away, you know? You're like, how old? You could just run. If you have enough time to make a plan about accidentally offing yourself, like, what are you doing? Does anyone remember how Romeo even, like, offed himself? Didn't he had like a knife, and they had like a fake poison. It wasn't like her heart was not beating, and he thought like, oh yeah, I didn't know she was actually gonna go by, and then he offs himself. Yeah, it was definitely a different age at the time. I don't know. They didn't really confirm the books I read. Probably depends on the version of the book. Oh, Hello? Hello? Huh? I accidentally joined the wrong chat. It's your favorite poppers. Say hi. Bo. How was your stream?
It was spooky.
It's okay.
It's good. It be scary, but it was scary.
You were playing Spooky's jump scare, weren't you?
We were. The mansion. Although it sort of looks like a dungeon.
Yeah, I remember it.
Shiori, would
What's
you
up?
want to live in a mansion like that? Oh, you just want to borrow a Japanese family, huh?
Well, I guess it depends on the mansion. Are you gonna live with me?
If it's not spooky. Or if it's spooky, if you can get rid of the spookies. Yeah.
Well, I can't guarantee ridding of the spooky, for I am also spooky. So
But then you can be scared. Wait, don't.
I can scare you guys.
No, thank you. You can be friends with the spookies, and then they'll go to you and not to us. Yeah, that sounds like a good plan.
How far did you guys get in the thing?
We go to 350.
Oh, hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, sort of.
I don't remember the max though.
It's 1,000.
Oh, okay.
I
I guess
don't
you'll be
know.
playing that more.
Yeah, maybe for a while. Yep. But Shuri, yes, we want to live with you. And Marissa, and with Boo Boo. Yeah. So maybe we should have a mansion that has 1,000 different rooms.
You know, someone has to clean that, right?
That would be you. Or the Japanese family.
Okay, but you're gonna have to help pay for the Japanese family. Well, actually, you know what? We have your ruffians. We have the novelites. What if they combine and help clean, and maybe even stay in some of the 1,000 rooms?
You good at cleaning? Good plan. Ruffians and novelites, you can do that.
Yeah. Would you be interested?
I think one ruffian could take the other ruffian, and the one ruffian could lie down on the floor, and the other one can push the ruffian. Yeah. Like a mop? Like a mop.
Oh.
Yeah. Zoking. Yeah. Yeah. Like that.
Okay, when I imagined your ruffians, I did not think they would be furry beings as well.
No. They're just like us too. They're furry. They're
They're furries?
That's different. That's different. They're fluffy and fuzzy.
They're
You
fluffies
know.
and fussies, okay?
Yeah.
Just with a couple scars.
Yeah, a little bit
Oh.
rough around the corners too.
Yeah.
Humoko, what type of books are you interested in? Or visual novels? You guys are a pro at
Visual
that.
novels, I love books.
Okay. What visual novels do you like?
Well, Sleepover is my favorite one, but everybody knows that, right?
What did Spooky's jump scare meant to remind you of?
Oh, it actually reminded me of a visual novel, and I told Moko-chan that there's a non 100% chance that I might mention it, but then I didn't, which is maybe good.
Yeah.
It reminded me of a visual novel that I played recently. It has a very spooky janitor with a
Spooky
yellow-
janitor?
Yeah,
Oh.
the yellow towel, and he's not very nice. And you have to run away. Yeah.
Spooky janitor? I'm trying to remember that. Actually, speaking of spooky horror visual novels, there is Deathmark and I think NG.
Oh,
I think we
guys read
have
that?
it.
We have
We
it.
have to
played it,
too.
but I think
Want
we have it.
to.
I think somehow we got it.
I own them too. I think White Day's not a visual novel. White Day's a Korean horror game from what I remember.
No more scary games.
No.
No scary games, but we got some. You're gonna play Phasmophobia with us someday.
Yes, but that's because you guys are there, so...
We're training, okay?
Yeah, we're training, so that means we can depend on you, right?
Is that how it works?
We're just training. They're the masters, right? So...
Well, we're gonna push you into it. We gotta train you hard. Have you guys read Junji Ito? I am a big fan of them, actually.
A little bit of
Before
Junji
it got
Ito's work.
scary.
Yeah, we kind of, yeah, it got scary, so we should probably check out Junji Ito's
But I
work
like
some more.
the art style.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the art's
I
kind
love
of like
lines.
not quite anime. It's kind of like semi-realistic in a way.
Mhm.
from what I
Right.
remember. Yeah,
Mm.
my favorite for Junji Ito is Uzumaki, and it's just like about spirals. I think it's like 20 or 25 chapters.
Oh.
Honestly, I don't think it would have ever had a happy ending, to be honest, because like it seems like everyone was just destined to go poof in a way.
Do they get obsessed with the spirals?
Some of them, or they're just trapped. And each chapter, or at least like a majority of them, they're kind of their own singular plot. So you could just read and pick it up from anywhere, but then like later on as you go, it starts going into the spiraling climax, essentially.
Do they all sort of like each story sort of intertwine?
They spiral together?
Not all the time. There's this one chapter where there's like a bunch of babies, and I think they eat the mothers, don't they? Like they actually physically eat them.
That doesn't sound good.
Those are not the babies
I mean,
I'm
it was
familiar
pretty
with.
cool to be honest. It was also, or it was like a mosquito thing.
Oh,
Mosquito babies? heard of
Something like that. The mothers. They would actually go into the hospitals, the patients' rooms, and they'd start sucking off blood.
Oh.
Yeah, and then that nursed the babies, and then the babies were kind of cannibalistic, I think.
is this the same story?
It's one of the chapters.
Intense.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's pretty
Do you
cool,
read
though.
do you read a lot of manga?
It depends. If it's like horror, I'll read it, but I just listen to audiobooks because I try to sleep to it. I like it when someone's reading me something. Because my parents never read me bedtime stories. They made me read it myself.
So now you read stories to everyone.
I guess the novelists, they'll be fighting for the job of reading Shiori the bedtime stories then.
Would you like to do that? Novelists.
Would you guys want to read for me? Is that what's gonna happen? The
Romantic?
Kaneki voice? What? Huh?
Wait.
Yes,
see a lot
everyone
of-
says yes.
That'll be interesting.
Well, maybe we'll take the opportunity first before any of the novelists, Moko-chan. We'll be a bit mean.
You guys are gonna have to fight for the right to read to me first.
We'll have to practice, Moko-chan. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, usually when we're trying to sleep, we just listen to music all the time.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
when I was younger, I listened to rock songs.
Oh,
when I was trying to sleep. Yeah, and one time I had like my little music player, right? And the song "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor" ended up being on loop, and I fell asleep to that. So
That sounds like a scary song.
intense.
it's okay. At first I didn't like the song, but then the more I listened to it, the more I understood to actually let the bodies hit the floor.
Is it in a positive way or like a negative way?
Is
Depends on who you
exciting?
ask.
Is it like a hype song, like a dance, let the bodies hit the floor? So
Yeah, actually, I think so.
Oh,
We don't know it.
It's okay. You'll probably learn it.
we're learning lots of things.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's confusing because then sometimes I start overthinking things.
Oh, in what way?
Oh, cause all the ruffians were like tomorrow, and then I got really confused because I thought it was like from a movie or something like that, and not Ina Senpai's tomorrow.
What?
And then I got
Oh.
really confused and flustered.
There was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, but now everyone gets it right.
Sherry, you're talking about the Kafka person.
Yeah.
That's a writer, but do they have to do anything with insects?
Oh, I thought you said insects. Yes, it does have to do with insects.
For
That-
some
that's
reason, I
the
feel like
tale.
it's a bug name.
Yeah, well,
Googly
Kafka
eyes.
was just the author, but the story was Metamorphosis. And essentially, this dude becomes a roach, but he used to be like the breadwinner of the family. And as soon as he turns to a roach, people tolerated him at first, but eventually they did not like him, and everyone moved on, and the dude just dies.
That's not a very happy story.
No, it's not, but that's
Would
why. Huh?
Would you be friends with him even if he was a cockroach?
Oh no, I destroy him. Now, if I was friends before he turned to a cockroach, maybe, but it depends on how he is as a cockroach. I still need him to be useful. Would you be friends with a cockroach?
As long as it doesn't smell that bad.
I think like we've seen cockroaches here and there. And
Did it fly at you?
No, not usually. They just
Yeah.
sort of go tick, 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 tick.
Yeah, so I'm just like, oh, it's a cockroach. Oh, it's pretty big. Oh, goodbye.
Yeah,
It's not that bad, but then again, they've never been in our home.
yeah.
So I think if they're in our home, it'd be a very different
Different story, yeah.
True. I think they're fine if they're outside the home. I see in my chat saying that some of them wish to be a cockroach so we can step on them.
Or
What if I just want to chase
cats.
them?
If they're
Huh?
cats, that'd be good.
What if I just want to chase them, not step on them? It seems like fun to sort of just like go pat. attack
Actually,
them.
If our chats become a cockroach, that means they have to mate with each other, thinking about it. Because, like, it's their
Why?
job.
I thought cockroaches just sort of shed
don't know.
their skins and then die. No.
I
feel like-
don't know.
oh.
I think.
Oh, that's a cicada.
Yeah, no, I don't think they. Do they die immediately? I guess they could.
Oh. When
I know,
do
I know
they die?
cockroaches multiply fast, though. I mean, like, I personally just destroyed them myself.
How do you do that?
Just step on them.
Oh.
But
Just
that's
normal.
like one cockroach. Oh, chat, calm down with the joke now, okay? Just let's calm down. Don't want anyone to get awkward. Please?
Please.
And I hope we get to read that one visual novel. I think you said like there's actually, did you mention it already? I don't want to spoil it.
No, it's
No,
okay.
it's a secret.
It's a secret because
Okay.
it might not.
It might
be
not,
a bit
yeah.
of a boo boo.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll just be excited,
Yeah.
and then we'll be excited.
I'll be excited too.
Yeah.
I am kind of interested in gorish visual novels simply because of like the bad endings and how you get to it
seems
is
very
sort of
you.
interesting. Yeah.
That's Yuri. Yep, that's Yuri for you.
Well, that's you guys too. I was
I feel
surprised
like-
you were into that visual novel.
What?
Oh, but
it's different.
There's a very cute. There's a very cute in that
Yes.
visual novel.
I don't know about that. She's it's still kind of like
Cute. Oh my gosh. Wait,
Questionably
Shiori, you don't think
cute.
she's cute?
No, I don't like her actually.
No. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bow,
Bow
bow,
bow.
And they have gone. But I stand by my comment. I stand by my comment. I do not think the character they are referring to is cute at all, and I actually despise them. Hey, if you wanna love them, that's fine. But I'm just telling you now, I don't like them. You'll see what they mean. You'll see what they mean. Oh man, Higurashi. If we're talking about Higurashi no Nakokoro ni, okay, so I'm just gonna make it clear. I like only watch the anime. There's way too many visual novels for it. Too many chapters. But actually, you know another thing about it. Let's move on to the next scene. Come. I haven't led you to my home base yet. Look at this. A calm, nice, relaxing, woodsy area. You did vote on Cozy, but there was another vote for the earlier chat. If you guys happen to be here for pre-chat, sometimes I actually pop in and I ask like, what do you guys want for the atmosphere for tonight? So, hey, maybe you can make friends in pre-chat. I pop in, I lurk. I am an archiver, after all. So let me take my coat off really quick. And we'll meet with Yorick once we get to the final room. There you go. I've not played Tsukihime actually. I have heard about it. The House in Fata Morgana is my favorite visual novel. There was another visual novel I was going to talk about, but I forget. Homoko's just teasing me right now. Or trying to. They're not really teasing, they're just being cute. Beatrice is cool, but man, Umeneko is kind of weird because it's debatable on if it actually happened or it is like the mad ramblings of someone. Tsukihime is good, really. Risa, welcome. And Bibu, how was your quack game? I hope you guys had a wonderful time and thank you for the redirect. I love you guys so much. You and Huamoko, you're all amazing girlfriends / questionably sisters. So welcome. Please follow everyone in Advent. They are precious to me. We were just talking about visual novels. Oh, Higurashi no Nakokoro ni. That's Risa's favorite, I think. My favorite character there is probably... Who's the tomboy one? There's Mion and Shion. I think was it Mion? But then there was this plot twist. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello. We're talking about Higurashi.
Shiori, hi.
Hiya.
If you want to join our room,
darling.
we've got our models going. We'll pop on your stream.
Oh no, I can't because that would be a lot of work right now.
Okay. I understand.
You're just now the voices in my head, just like in my youth, essentially.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, we're not actually here. We're just the voices.
Exactly. I simply have different versions of characters of myself, and it is Risa, Bibu, and Huamoko all at the same time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well,
So if you ever-
you're talking about Higurashi?
Yeah, do you remember who the tomboy character was? The green-haired
Mion.
girl?
Yeah, the
Okay.
green one. The twin, right?
Yeah, she's... Beyond's my favorite.
Oh.
Shion's my favorite. But do you know
Shion's
the
the
deep
nice.
lore?
Yeah, their names are actually switched up.
Wait. Don't tell your audience.
Wait, you asked me! You asked me!
No, I just asked if you knew. Don't tell them.
Oh, they're actually both dudes.
What?
Yeah. They're both,
Yeah.
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 Totally.
And, and no one,
that is nano desu.
no one
I like
exists
the
in
girl
there.
with the big cleaver. I forget what her name is.
Rena, I think.
Yeah.
I love Rena.
I like her because I like her like yandere face. She has like the best yandere face, I think.
She does. She's iconic.
Yeah. I remember that too. Oh, there's no spoilers. What are you talking about? Just two dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, you guys need to read Higurashi no Naku Koroni. Watching the anime is good too, but you have to actually go and read it if you want the full premium experience.
Now, if you do not have the time to read all of these, there's this page called the Wiki. The Wiki for this thing.
Oh, read the wiki, read the story.
That's what I
Trust
do
me.
for some games. Like
Yeah.
like Kingdom Hearts, I just read the wiki to make sure I knew everything or something like that. And
That's fair.
Kingdom Hearts is understandable, right?
Yeah. It's like, if I don't think I'll ever play it, to be honest, but people are like super interested in it, I just go to the wiki and I archive it, okay?
You're so silly.
It's just more efficient. So what are you guys into for visual novels or books?
Visual novel. I can't read, so
I'll have to teach you.
I haven't tried too many visual novels yet, but it seems like everybody in Advent is such a big fan of visual novels that it makes me want to get more into it. So please feel free to introduce them to me or something. Maybe we can do like a visual novel collab sometime and
Sadistic Blood.
I can experience Sadistic Blood. That sounds.
Don't look it up. Actually.
Eh.
Man, I'm okay for visual novels. Like naturally, I love Otome games, right? I'm a maiden at my heart, but
Yes,
like in the
yes.
in the other spectrum, I'm actually quite interested in like the not so safe ones, simply because of like how do they keep writing for 20 minutes in this one scene that goes on forever? It's just kind of interesting seeing the pictures, and I'll skip ahead because sometimes it's like it takes a freaking long time. So.
Wait, not so safe as in you mean like violence or
Yes.
So violence.
And the other, yes.
Oh. Huh.
It's a morbid curiosity. I'm an archiver. And I can't help it. I have to do it, you know? Of course, I will avoid the bad endings. I'll play as a different character that does not get shanked or acid and all that good stuff.
Here, I'll be right back. You guys keep talking. I'm gonna get more water.
Okay, have fun. Someday, if I can get perms for, I think it was the Screaming Horror Show, was it? I don't know. I would make a book on it. Not a book. I would do a video on it.
Do you like the scary ones then? Are visual novels scary? Like
It can be, yeah.
does it make you feel scared compared to like an like just a horror game?
It depends. Honestly, although I like visual novels, I prefer text adventures. There's this company called Choice of Games, and it's just all text, no visuals, no sounds. But if I go kaput and I have to restart the entire thing, I'm gonna dread every single second of that.
Yeah, I think the only visual novel I played was Doki Doki Literature Club. But that one scared the crap out of me. But I'm a little weak to
You played Phasmophobia alone earlier, Bibu.
I know, and I was a mess the entire time. Did you not see me?
Oh, I think you said like the ghost makes my heart scared or something, and I said like I should be the only one to elevate your heart rate.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry.
Be scared. You should be the only one. You're right. You're right. I will be braver, so you'll be the only one. Yeah.
Exactly. As an archiver, I too lurk in my friends' streams. I was there when Risa talked about a certain something, and I was there when Bibu
Wait,
was
a
talking.
certain something. Wait, what's certain something? I want to know. Did I? I don't think I saw it. What is it?
She was basically kind of skirting around the topic of saying like, oh yeah, I love art. You are in complete control over your art.
Oh, yeah. Art.
Mhm.
Her art.
Yeah. In the
Yes.
same way that you are in complete control over fanfiction, but I will not interact with that as a heads up, okay? But I will see it, but I will not interact with it.
Wow, fanfiction already?
I
What?
mean,
We've been only alive for like 3 days.
isn't that the best kind? What if we get shipped, Bibu?
Oh, I mean, I wouldn't mind.
There you go, there
Okay.
you go.
Maybe.
It'll be
Wait,
like-
maybe I do mind. Actually, no. Yes.
Make up
no.
your mind.
Okay, fine, sure.
Are you sure? Are you sure? You don't have to get pressured. If anyone is uncomfortable, like I guess shipping or something.
I'm not uncomfortable with it.
Oh,
If
okay.
that's what you're asking, no, I'm not uncomfy with it.
Okay.
It's just funny.
Yeah, that makes sense. You're like a pet rock, and I'm like not a pet rock. It doesn't make sense, you know. It is like
You're I'm your pet. Yeah.
exactly, and the rest of you are
Exactly.
essentially food or pet.
Food or pet. Everyone just wants to consume everything, I guess. Is a
It's a
thing.
fair thing.
So how's your streaming going? We ended and we saw Full Moko in here, but then when we came in, they're gone.
Oh yeah,
Sad.
I they were interested in a certain visual novel that we cannot mention because it is a secret, and I did not like the character in said visual novel, so
Oh,
they were like,
summon!
"Rrr."
Hi!
Uh-huh.
Summon! I summoned you! Did you know I was talking about you?
I just knew.
Yeah.
Feeling.
They were lurking. They were lurking.
Back together.
We're always
Welcome back,
looking.
my favorite.
We're together!
Oh,
We're together strong!
Advent.
How did Goose Game go?
Oh, it went great.
It
We beat
went.
it.
It
Mhm.
went.
No,
We beat it.
What do
You
you
guys
mean
finish
it
it?
went? What do you mean it went? It went good.
Well,
I
it went
thought.
good, but we simply the only issue was we had some technical issues right at the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It wasn't our fault, though. It wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Probably. Most likely.
It's never your fault, right?
Never.
It seemed
never.
like it was YouTube's fault.
Yeah.
I'm adding you
They
guys to
chewed up our
stream.
wires or something before
Ugh.
stream.
I would never do that, no matter how tempting it may be. Ugh.
Did you guys
That's
finish
definitely
the
not what
game?
happened with Fogs.
Did you finish the duck game?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
Oh, good job, good job.
Fast gooses.
There you go.
We
definitely
didn't finish the spooky mansion. No.
I mean, it's
Ah.
1,000 floors. That's actually
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Did you guys get scared?
Did we? I don't know. Maybe no. I think we're pretty strong. Yeah.
I've been strong.
That's yeah.
What floor did you get to? Because I couldn't even get to like 100 maybe.
We did better than people.
Ah, man.
Almost 50. But you were playing Phasmo solo, right?
Yeah.
I was surprised to see you played solo, Bibu. I was like,
I
what's
was
wrong with you?
surprised as well. I don't know what's wrong with me. But yeah.
Did
It
you
was
do
a
well?
thing.
But you did great. You won sometimes.
Yeah, I won a couple. I died maybe a few times, but I did win a couple, and I won the last one. And you always end on a win, so that's all that matters, right? So we can say you were successful.
Exactly.
My harem is now surrounding me.
That means people we can depend on you, right?
Yeah. If I wanna do Phasmo with all of us, and then I can help. I can carry. It's way less scary if there's like people around.
Is there? We'll see.
Yeah.
I
We'll
mean,
see in
there's
the chat.
us.
We'll be the chat puppies.
You guys are not allowed to camp at the van, but when I probably play.
No, wait. I did it solo, so I should be allowed to camp in the van because I have
no
already
one's allowed to
proven
camp in the
my
van.
abilities. I have proven my abilities already. You guys still need to prove yours.
No.
So I will be person in the van. Yes.
No,
yes.
there's a trick though. There's a trick. So what I usually do when I have to archive a ghost hunting mission, I take all the tools and I leave it outside the front door, so I don't have to go all the way to the van each time. It is kind of like time consuming, but it does help.
Won't
But
you
then-
leave them in the grass though? Yeah.
No, you can
don't
put them
you?
in front of the door.
I feel like I would still lose them.
Yeah.
Well, as our pet rock, you should be the rock of the group. You should not move just because of fear.
Nice. We'll see. But someone's gotta watch. Someone has to be in the van because you have to watch the monitor, right? So
We
Yeah.
can
that was
all go to the
important,
van. at
We'll
the
just
same
guard you from the
time.
van.
oh
Yeah.
yeah. Okay,
Hit the
so
door.
so I'll be in the van, and then Full Mocha will guard outside the van to make sure nothing gets to me in the van, and then
Exactly.
you two can go inside. Yeah. There
Okay,
you go.
well, what if we take the van and we just ram it into the house so the van's inside?
Oh, even smarter.
But we're in debt. You know that, right?
Well, it's not our
And
house.
that's
Hollow Live doesn't own these houses.
They can just put it on the ghost company.
true. Yeah.
It's not
I
our
guess.
van, it's their van, right?
I guess so. Alright, I'ma move the scene. I was gonna lead everyone to what is one of my rooms. So now it is just a little bit more spookier. And
Ooh.
Ooh.
But
Spooky.
just a little.
Did this mean you're gonna tell us a spooky story?
We could talk about horror stuff. How about our plans to play horror?
Do we have plans to play horror? I was
I
told.
thought we played. I thought Phasmophobia.
Oh,
It's actually Left 4 Dead.
that's scary.
No, it's not scary at all.
It's
You have
scary.
weapons. You have
Yeah, but
weapons.
Uwamoko, they
In a-
barely know how to lift like forks and spoons.
Why would
strong,
you
okay?
be scared when you can blast and kill things? Like, you know, you're more powerful than the zombies, so you shouldn't have to be scared of them, you know?
It looks scary.
Oh, I don't know about that, but thank you for saying that, Bibu. Yeah, don't be afraid. You have weapons. Just use them. It'll be
And you
fine.
have us. But
And you
I
have us,
haven't.
yes.
I haven't played Left 4 Dead in quite a long time. All I remember is like things keep puking on me, and then things really like me.
Ooh.
Mm,
I don't
I
like
feel
that.
like it'll be really fun. I think it'll be fun.
I hope so.
Because I
It'll
got.
be chaotic for sure.
Okay, maybe we should do like a buddy system. Like we should not.
Oh,
Oh, there's something behind there.
Mm.
Maybe we should do a buddy system so we don't leave each other behind.
Oh. Does that mean Moko-chan and I are gonna be on our own then?
No, we're all gonna stay
No.
together. But at the
Yeah.
end, if one of us falls, there's no guarantee that we can save each other.
Oh. Scary.
it's not a horror game. I don't know. I think
Um,
that it sounds scary.
I
Action
think you'll be
horror.
fine. It's really not a horror game. I think it's fun.
Mm.
We're gonna do our best to
Yeah.
protect you all. Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta protect our smile.
What is that?
Huh?
Eh?
I don't see anything.
Hey, what is that?
Fiorin?
What's up?
There's
What
something
are you?
behind you.
What are you?
Is
Yeah.
that the novelty?
I didn't see anything, you silly gooses.
Woohoo!
Goose-eye.
Mm.
I'm glad. I'm glad it's a Shiori and Narissa and Bibu now and the novelists and the Ruffins.
What
and the
about me?
Bubbles. I'm okay. I forgot about you. You forgot about your own sister? Moko-chan's just like another part of me.
I'm just
That's true.
Right? Moko-chan, you feel the
see.
same though, no?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Actually, are people used to knowing which one is Hawawa and which one is Mokoko now?
good
Should we
question.
test? Okay, chat.
Test.
Chat,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
gonna do a poll. Let's do one name.
One of you talk and we'll see if they can guess who's talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's do that one.
I'm not Chihuahua, I'm Floa!
I'm not Huawa, I'm Mokoko.
Together with...
Huamoko!
Okay, now which one of you is Huwawa? Let's wait for chat.
I'm
I want to see.
That was easy.
People are saying they flipped.
Yeah, that was
they reversed it.
easy.
That was easy.
Are you sure? Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Can we say our guesses?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think you guys reversed it.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you
Yeah.
think that? We always do things the proper way.
Yeah. No, I think you're trying to fool us. Yeah. I can tell by now.
Wow. I did not notice.
What?
Siori!
What? What did I do? I was focused on chat. Look, I'm just leading us into a dark forest, okay? A lot of fog here. My brain is a million miles into something else.
Oh, well, as long as you're making sure things are still safe. Safe. Wait.
Yeah, don't worry. This is just a natural route to my ship, essentially.
Oh, your ship.
I will talk about that in the future.
Oh,
But in
You have
in my story, there is a great big ship, and in it is a lot of my archives, and that is where I live. There are quite a number of rooms in there, so it could technically be our mansion, but it's mine, so
you won't share?
Why not share?
you can visit.
Oh,
Share.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean,
we'll see.
it seems like a big place for just one person.
right.
I guess
Let
so.
me move in with you. We
Yeah.
can live together.
Alright. Oh man, we
And
should do
sleep in
this
the
in
same
like
bed.
The Sims. Again?
The Sims would be really actually super fun.
Oh,
Now that you mention it.
What do
I
you,
don't-
who wants to play The Sims here?
I don't think
actually?
you want Huawa playing The Sims.
Why?
Doesn't let me play The Sims anymore.
I have never
Wait,
played
I
The
need an
Sims before.
explanation.
She gets very strange.
Define.
Oh, can I talk
Strange.
about my Sims?
Yeah,
Yes.
she
Let's
already.
all talk
This
about
is a
it.
good idea. Let's change the subject.
Okay. So I want to know how you guys played The Sims back then, and then we'll compare. Okay, I'll start off so you don't feel so bad. Is that good? Okay. So it once upon a time, little Shiori actually got rid of death, and because of this, whenever a Sim would pass away, there was no one to collect their body. So little Shiori, in this archival mission, because you couldn't really properly archive The Sims, to be honest, it just never ended. She actually made a museum, and she put everyone who passed away in a room, and there's like a glass showing their thing, and their ghost would be there depending on how they got offed. So that was just one story from my youth.
You got rid of Callie, senpai?
Yeah, how could you do something like that?
Well, I wanted to see the bodies
Mhm.
not be collected.
You could have just
Well-
asked Callie to see the bodies then.
Yeah.
Nah. It might
What
have
did
not been
you
Callie. It
do
could
to
have been
even
some...
get rid of her?
Oh, I just used console commands. You know, my favorite one was like Mutterload.
Oh my god, mine too! I love cheating and money in The Sims.
It's like, come on. I just want my stuff, guys.
Mm.
I
Well,
thought we said that Advent wasn't cheaters. Huh?
Yeah, we were
We're not
not.
cheating. Okay, look, if the cheat is built into the game, does it actually count as a cheat?
Good point. And I'm an
Good question.
archiver. I should know everything.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you how I used to play The Sims. I was a
Mm.
cruel mistress. I would remove the ladders from pools. One time I built I had hacked into the game with the cheat code so I could edit any sim even if they weren't mine, right? So you know how Sims in like The Sims 2 would like walk by your house, just completely random ones. I built a tower with no doors and just multiple rooms, and I would steal the Sims and I would put them in different rooms of this tower and just watch them go crazy as they all of their needs were not being met, so they were just slowly dying.
Man,
And,
I want to play The Sims now.
You should do it.
yeah. The
Reset,
one other
this
thing I would do is
is-
I like to woohoo in the hot tub when you could do that.
And do people know our future collab plan, by the way?
I do they?
The hot spring one?
No, I don't think so yet.
Okay, well, I guess
Well,
you're gonna
maybe-
go
should we
wild
save it?
now. Nah, we'll save it. We'll save it.
Yeah, we'll save it.
Oh man, I can relate, Risa. And it's also no wonder they broke your horn, now that I think about it.
Wow.
It wasn't because of the singing, it was because of that.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay, I know where your horn is.
Tell
Anyone else?
Tell me. Tell me.
Someday. Does anyone else want to
Be
share?
quiet.
Did you just tell me to be quiet?
I'll be quiet. I'll be quiet.
Don't want to share?
I'm not allowed to play The Sims anymore.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, tell me so I have ideas for when
Wait.
I play for the first time ever.
Don't be influenced by who.
No, I want
She's
to
bad
know.
for a reason.
Okay.
No,
I
tell me
wanna
what to
know.
do. Yeah, I want to know.
I think the beautiful thing about The Sims is that you're able to make whatever story you'd like to make, you know?
That's true, that's true.
So, people should make whatever story in The Sims she wants to without being influenced by myself or Shiori or Narissa. Yeah. Maybe
But you
maybe
know,
one day.
good stories, you know, sometimes have influence by others. You know, like if I heard your story, maybe I can get ideas for my story too.
yeah.
So, you know,
it won't be a good story. It's probably best.
No. Okay. How about I do another story? Let me think. Oh, okay. No, I probably shouldn't mention this one. Okay, I'll just go with something similar to Risa. This was like in The Sims 3. They did not have a patch that reset the Sims yet. So you could actually technically keep them in your house and they could never leave. So I did that to a lot of people. I just like closed them off in some place and you know, I gave them like basic necessities and just kind of watched them eventually crumble. But then they patched it so they could actually reset and go home, and I did not like that patch. I also became a witch a few times. I had high charisma. I guess somewhat similar to now. Teehee, kidding. But as a witch, you could set things on fire. So if I didn't like someone, I just set their house on fire.
What the hell?
Yeah.
Scary.
It was a good time though.
Good times. For Shiori, not for them. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Being a witch was pretty OP though, to be honest. Because you could set things on fire and I think there was like a love spell.
A what? A love spell.
Yeah, so if someone... Okay, so I had naturally a high charisma, which already made things easy. But with a love spell, if someone is like pissed off at you for some reason, you can use the love spell on them, and then they're just smitten.
Oh. What happens after that?
I guess it depends on what you want. I didn't really care.
Oh, scary.
So theoretically, I think you can beat someone up, make them hate you, and then make them love you instantaneously, and then beat them up again.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Well, you know, I can't help it.
Isn't this the game where you just make houses and watch people do things? Spells? Witches? That's a thing?
It's DLC.
Oh, wow. I should
Yeah.
have checked this out sooner.
Well, there's also
It
Sims
sounds
4.
so entertaining.
Sims 4 is the recent one. I actually never touched Sims 4. I own it though.
Is there a new one coming out soon? I keep on
Yeah,
hearing about Sims 5,
supposed
but
to.
I don't know if it's real or if it's fake or if it's real.
We've had The Sims 4 for a long time, so they really need to give
know.
us a new one. I need something that is better and not I don't know. The Sims is just, they need to catch up with all the fan content,
Oh. People could make Sims of us.
Wait,
Yeah.
thank you. No, thank you.
Why?
That'd be fun.
You guys would just be 2
Yeah.
dogs. They just need a pet DLC.
I am more than just a dog.
Doge.
I'm a guard dog, thank you.
You're right. You're such a good guard dog.
Yeah, good dog.
Good girl.
Yeah.
So you would just have a literal rock on the lawn, and that's Bibu. A pet DLC for Moko. I think Risa would either be is there like a farming DLC for a bird? And then I'm just like the aged up sim, I guess.
Maybe it's best if none of us play The Sims anymore.
No, we should play it. We should play it. I wanna know why you guys refuse to share.
Yeah.
It is locked.
Mhm.
Is it possible to do like Sims multiplayer online thing now, or is it not that far?
I
That'd be
don't
fun.
know.
Like,
It
I'm gonna
was-
control Bibu's Sim. Okay.
It was intended to be multiplayer, which is why Sims 4 was not as open world as Sims 3, I think. But then they backed on it, I believe. Oh, there's a mod, really? Oh, wait, there's a mod for multiplayer? Do you romance each other? Or you just like
That's probably not good. Wait. Make me do what though? Make me do what? Read a book. Clean. Wow. Can I make you eat out of a dog bowl, Dan? Is that a thing? Can I do that?
you don't even need a mod for that.
You're doggos, right? Peebo.
Wow,
You're
Bibu
doggos
is,
at the table, thank you. Yes.
Bibu is upping you guys.
Beaver can eat the grass. Yeah, she's a rock. Rocks don't eat grass. What did it eat then? Dirt?
They don't eat.
Food. Actual food. At least I do. I just eat normal food. Yeah. Yeah.
So what food? What is considered normal for your specimen?
Specimen? I'm not a science experiment. Sure,
Well,
don't
rock.
put me under a microscope, please.
Oh, but
Please.
it's too late.
Anyway, what do dogs eat then? Since you're dogs, do eat dog things? Natto and chicken. Yeah. And matcha. Matcha's nice to break from water. Yeah. And then we'll eat the yummy stuffs. No onions, no tomatoes, no chocolate. No chocolate. Yeah. No pizza. No pasta. No pasta.
That's a lot of not fun stuff at the
No
end there.
peppers.
No
You guys
peppers.
are like actually dogs because like
Mhm.
chocolate is bad for dogs. So wow.
Oh, would you eat a Scooby snack?
What's
Yeah.
a Scooby snack?
Do you know who
Oh.
Scooby is?
Who's Scooby?
You don't know what's
I can't believe it! Oh my god!
Is this another bug or is this like an author? Oh, maybe.
Oh no. Oh no.
So Scooby is a dog, and with his gang of friends, he goes Scooby Scooby Doo. Oh, actually no, I messed it up. Scooby Dooby Doo. And they solve mysteries. It's like Phasmophobia, but they don't die.
Why not?
They just don't.
Good. That's not fair.
So you don't know who Scooby is? Okay.
No, that's a silly name. But I guess my name's a bit silly too.
Oh,
Okay.
we can't blame.
Name me a cartoon of like anything, and I'll see if I recognize it.
A cartoon of anything.
Anime.
Okay.
I
How about
don't
anime?
think we know any
Oh my-
cartoons.
Oh, you
actually.
guys.
Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends?
What?
What?
I don't know that one.
Oh.
Do you see what
Yeah.
my
I know
person.
there's some mention of like the dog show. That there's like the blue dog and the red dog.
Oh yeah.
The pink dog.
Eh? Blue's
What?
Clues?
Something
Yeah,
dog.
that
Some
thing.
pink. What? The Pink
The pink
Panther.
and the blue dogs.
Yeah.
The blue. Oh, Blue's Clues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that.
Ugh.
Okay. Okay.
We
How
never-
about Bibu? I'm surprised for you. Okay. How about name something, Bibu? A cartoon that you know, at least.
Adventure Time.
Is that
Okay, I
Minecraft?
know that one. I know that one. Yes.
I like Adventure Time. It's so cute.
Yeah, yeah. You know, it's interesting that Bender from Futurama also voices the dog.
No, he doesn't. You're
Oh, he
fucking
doesn't?
kidding me.
He doesn't.
No,
Is
does
this-
he?
Oh,
Are you
yeah.
blowing my mind right now? No fucking way. I'm looking
I'll
this
look
up.
right now.
Oh.
Bender for Futurama. That was a good show, by the way. I cried.
I
at
love
night.
Futurama.
Gosh, do you remember that episode with like the dog? And I'm not even gonna go into it because I will cry if I
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about. I
Oh,
will
God.
die.
I didn't
Don't
watch
bring
it.
that up.
Don't tell us.
What is it?
Okay. I'm pretty
It is
sure
the same
Bender.
voice actor. I can't believe that. That's amazing.
Yeah, yeah. He goes from super wholesome to like super other stuff.
Ugh.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh
How does that make
my
you
head is
feel?
old somehow. I don't know how else to describe
Well,
it.
For Futurama, I know what it is. It's the same thing like Family Guy and Simpsons and South Park. I never watched any of those shows because everyone's mean to each other, and I don't like it when they're mean to each other. Like, why are they so mean? Like one episode of like South Park, like some kid fed his friend's parents to the and it was like, yeah. So I don't watch those because they're all mean to each other. I only
That
watch
was his
like
dad.
I only watch the nice ones, so I avoid those. Yeah,
I like
they're
South
all
Park.
mean.
Some
They're too mean
episodes.
to each other.
I don't like not Future. I don't like Family Guy as much. I think like if the characters improved in some way, I would. But some of them are not consistent with their character. Like they cheat a lot. And then there's that one very depressing episode with Brian for some reason. And Stewie Stewie's pretty funny actually. I like Stewie. He's entertaining. And then what else did you mention? I never got into The Simpsons. I never got into it.
Me neither.
Yeah.
We don't know anything that Beaver said.
But you guys know anime.
yeah.
Oh. Okay. Name me some, and we're about to enter one of the rooms in my
Oi.
house.
Mm.
So go ahead and talk while I look for the song.
The song.
Wow.
Ah.
Okay. Let's name it. Moko-chan.
Oi.
Then maybe Shiori, Bibu, and Narissa don't know.
Oi.
Oh.
What?
Cobra.
Oh, Cobra. I don't know
Sounds familiar.
Mm.
Isn't that like G.I. Joe?
that. No.
No. Cobra is
Cobra.
cool.
Oi.
Space pirate.
Yeah.
You know,
Psycho
psycho
gun.
gun. His arm is a psycho gun.
Yeah.
And it goes bah.
Yeah.
Oh.
No. Now they know how it feels. Moko-chan. What?
Yeah. Space Adventure Cobra.
Yeah.
Oi.
People
I-
know Cobra?
Not me.
Oh wait, isn't that a game? Or
there
is-
is an arcade
There's
game.
an arcade game. It's fun.
Is that the
Yeah.
one where they eat their tails?
No!
Oh.
What kind of game is that?
Isn't that the thing, like, you go around the board and then you eat, like, little dots, and then your body gets bigger, and then you try not to, like, eat yourself or something? Oh, that's Snake. That was kind of... That's similar to
It's
Cobra.
a type of snake. Oh. That'd be
Thought
cool
it
if
was
there's
the
an
same.
arcade game snake. Like where you become like a VR game snake. Oh. That'd be fun.
What's another thing from our youth?
When I
Or
was
at least something we
young,
like.
The youth continues, no?
yeah.
That's true, we're forever
We're
youthful.
just puppies.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Yeah.
remember cassette tapes? No. Just me.
I just like how quiet everyone got. They were like the boxes, and you put like a reel in it in a way, or like, but it's like a plastic reel with
Yeah,
film
was it
inside.
from Stranger Things. They used it in Stranger Things.
Yeah, that thing from Stranger
Yeah.
Things. Because that's where it's
Yeah.
from. It totally wasn't a real thing. It's just from Stranger Things, right?
We know cassettes. It's okay.
Mhm.
Does anyone remember? Let's see. Nah, I can't think of anything right now. Oh, those the projectors
What?
in school. That is like a little box, and there is something that hangs on it, and there is like a light looking down.
Oh. Doggy training didn't really have anything like that. Don't need that for
Was it
our
an
dog
overhead
training.
projector? I don't know, man. I grew up in a strange environment. I don't think I told the girls this actually, but where I grew up for some time, we didn't have washing machines nor dryers. We just had like the freaking the washboards. My mom had to do crap manually.
Wow. Rough.
Wow.
It was rough indeed.
Mm.
Anyway, that was a good talk.
Yeah. What else from our childhood? Does anyone else have anything that they think the others might not remember from childhood?
I don't know. I'm kind of scared to mention it. I already talked
go on,
about the
go on.
washboard, so they're gonna assume like, holy crap, did
I-
she live in the Middle
I
Ages?
had a washboard too.
What?
Mhm.
Wow.
But guard dogs, you know, there'd be a lot of guard dogs that go outside and play, run around and play games and chase after balls. But
Did you not wash your clothes?
Mama Puppy did that for us. We don't know the
Oh.
details.
Yeah.
I see.
But there was a lot of demon dogs that would be outside, but
Yeah.
not so much anymore. Did you guys play outside?
Yes.
Oh, I actually, in my youth, there was a big thunderstorm or some like heavy rain,
Mm.
and I don't really know why, but my mom and I guess like some cousins of I were just allowed to like use the rain as our shower at that time.
Oh.
Yeah. That was the only time I remember though. It was kind of common to do that back then, to be honest. Saves water, I guess.
Oh,
Here's
it sounds fun sometimes, but not all the time.
Yeah.
Here's a question.
Hmm?
Do you guys know what the save button is supposed to represent?
Control
What?
S?
Save
No.
Save
When you
the
hit, you know
key.
how the save button always has the same symbol representing it?
Oh,
Do you know
yeah,
that-
yeah.
What
There's
is it?
save bot games that are that. There's a
Do you know-
symbol on the save button.
Do you guys know what it's called? I see
Yeah.
chat's getting it already. What is it called?
Well, I already know because I can read chat, so I'm not answering.
I don't
Yeah.
want to say it. I gotta
I'm
look
starting to
this
think you
up,
don't
hold
know.
on.
It's a floppy disk. Do you know what a floppy disk is?
It's like Bibu's chest.
Oh,
Yeah.
What? What?
What?
It's nothing.
What do you mean? It's like it's like Mokoko's chest.
What?
Yeah.
You mean floppy like
Actually,
Floa,
it's-
right?
What was like a stack of floppy disk at that point,
I'm
and
fluffy.
slightly melted so it's curved.
What? What? I'm fluffy, thank you. I'm not fluffy. Fluffy! Fluffy!
Someone
I
said that you.
accidentally,
What's up?
since we were saying floppy, I accidentally told Korone senpai that my wings are floppy. I meant to say flappy, but that one letter difference.
Was that just now on Twitter or something?
No, it was a while ago, but I'm still embarrassed about it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I too have made errors in my typing.
Mhm.
We made a big error.
What error?
Oh yeah, I
Oh.
have typos all over the place, all over my Twitter. You don't have to worry about it at all. Don't worry.
Yeah, but I think it's expected of you.
What do you mean it's expected of me?
Gremlin, you can get away with
No,
anything.
I am an elegant, perfect grammar princess. My vocabulary is eloquent. I think I
It
don't
is
actually know what
eloquent?
eloquent means, but elegant, and I make 0 typos. I made typos to make you guys feel better about.
thank you. Thank
Yeah.
Okay, how about you use big words to describe your speech? Your elegant, magnificent, your grandiose grammar, and your spelling. Please tell me such details. I wish to know all of your vocabulary.
Numino ultramicroscopic silico volcanoconiosis.
What?
Superfagio. Oh, frick, I don't even know how to say that.
Superfragicalistic expialidocious.
Yeah, that's you.
What?
Do you know what that is?
Is there a reason to it?
Oh, you guys don't know anything
Yes.
about the West.
Oh yeah.
It's not
What
just like a word you say to be fancy.
No, it's from a song.
Oh. No wonder we don't know that.
Yeah, you guys are more aware of the other hemisphere. It's okay, it's
Oh.
okay.
We like
Well,
what we like.
Hmm?
We
What'd you
like what we like. We like what we like. Ugh. Passion.
That's
Maybe
fair,
just a
that's
bit
fair.
too obsessed. Oh.
You know, I like how this went from, like, book talk to just talking about random crap.
It's because it's fun to talk all together because we
yeah.
love you.
That's
Yeah.
true. It's been a while since we coulda hang out, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been so busy debuting everything and stuff.
You know, pre-debut, we used to talk in, like, one of the channels, and the first time we met, I think we talked until, like, 2 a.m., I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
It's
now
only
it's
been
just...
3 days.
It
yeah.
has only been 3 days.
It
We've
feels
only
like
been
3 months.
I know. I
Ugh.
know.
I remember when I first met you guys.
Yeah. In jail.
Yeah.
That's true, that's true. And Huamoko was super curious.
We're
And
always
very-
curious.
That's true. They were wagging their tails. They were like, oh, I just saw that darkness there. The world disappeared for a second. Huamoko is super cute. They're super sweet. I remember. They asked a lot of questions. And they were the type of puppies to want to remember everything about their masters. And then Risa...
My masters. Masters.
Wait, are we
Masters.
their masters? I didn't know that. Or is it just you? Is it just you or is it us?
It's up to you guys, really.
Masters.
And for Risa,
Ugh.
gosh, you are such a baby.
I'm not a baby. What
You
are you
are
talking
such a
about?
baby.
Yeah, you
are
are
a baby.
Wow, what the heck?
But
Yeah.
you
You
know,
guys see this?
you're a sweetheart, though. You were like the one trying to not be baby. But I could see you were a baby. But that's why we protect.
No, when we first met, I think everyone was so nervous to talk. So I had to go DM everyone and be like, hey, will you please be my friend? Obviously in jail because, you know, we're in different cells. So
That's true. That's true.
just how it works.
Yeah, Pero had the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, yeah. We had. Make sure you say thank you to Pero.
Thank you,
Weren't you,
Pero.
weren't you intimidated by me? I think like a lot of people thought I was intimidating.
A little bit, but you were the
Yeah.
person I got from the impression at first. I was like, we'll be friends really easily.
Really? Why? Because I didn't just say like, stop DMing me, go away.
Well, not even because of that. I think just because from the first moment I heard your voice, it was just kind of like, it's hard to explain. Maybe it's better if I don't.
Like love at first sight.
A little bit, but also like vibes at first sight. I was like, this person's gonna get me, and I feel like I'm gonna get her, so it's fine.
I remember Bibu. Bibu was the quietest one.
I was the quietest. But it was really funny because after Narissa DM'd me for the first time, we just started yelling at each other in all caps. Like,
Yeah.
oh my god, we typed the exact same almost. So we were just yelling at each other. It was really funny. And then yeah, I feel like initially when I meet people, I feel like I'm the quietest one. But when I get comfortable, I'm a lot more extroverted, I think, when I'm comfortable with you. Yeah.
Oh, you're very comfortable now, because I've seen you in the voice chat, and you're hanging out until like 4 a.m. And I'm like,
that's just because I don't sleep, and I like hanging out. I don't sleep.
Yeah, but like even for me, I don't hang out in the voice chat until 5 a.m. So, but that's okay. But yeah, Advent here, wonderful people. I love everyone. Yes, girls.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
We can't wait until I collab really, really soon.
Yeah.
All the other exciting things that we'll have to do all together too.
Yeah. Has anyone played Left 4 Dead 2 yet?
No.
Besides me?
No.
We haven't tested it. Or do you mean just like play?
Just like played it in general.
Oh yeah, I played it. It was kind of, I don't know. When it starts up, it blows my ears.
Oh yeah, it's very, very loud at the start.
Yeah. Oh, that take as a warning.
When is the collab? Oh, Friday. Friday at 6 p.m. PST.
10 a.m. PST.
8 p.m. CST.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
I know, I'm smart. So we'll see you then. I think this is an okay time to end things while we're here in the darkness of this room.
Yeah.
Does anyone want to say anything before you go? Like promote anything or just be cute?
Buy our starting voices and listen to our song. It's on streaming services now.
Yes, Advent also has debut merchandise right now. Good. So please check it out. There's acrylic panel, acrylic stands, acrylic magnets that are really cute, and there's also a pre-escape voice, and also a stained glass strap that's really pretty as well. So please make sure you check it out because you can only get it right now. Bow bow.
Bow bow.
Bow bow.
Wow. You guys like really rehearsed this.
It's important information.
It's exciting.
That's true. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you for attending my open VC and just like hanging out. Oh, that's the wrong thing. Let's do this one. Thank you, Advent, for being here.
No, thank you. Thank you.
So I will go ahead and end. So, bye-bye.
Bow bow.